Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Paul Heyman has been taken off WWE television after being powerbombed through the announcer's table by the Bloodline. On social media, he sent a message days after Solo Sikoa's controversial actions. Amid Roman Reigns' absence, Sikoa has promoted himself as the new tribal chief. He has also taken charge of the Bloodline, recruiting Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu. Taking to his Instagram story, Heyman shared a message directed at Sikoa, who recently claimed that Reigns wouldn't return to WWE. The former undisputed WWE Universal Champion has been absent since losing the title to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL. Heyman posted an image of the two talking and said, Rikishi commented on a mistake Paul Heyman made while being put through the table by the Bloodline. Paul Heyman was recently put through the announcer's table by the Bloodline after he refused to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as the new tribal chief. The Wiseman hasn't been seen on WWE TV since the attack. Speaking on the Rikishi Off the Top podcast, Rikishi pointed out a major mistake made by Heyman. He said, at 58 years old, you know Paul's not a wrestler. You know what I mean he's taking bumps, but not correct bumps where he's able to protect him and so forth. I've seen that part of course on my Instagram. The WWE stories that they sent, big ups to Paul for taking that bump. He looked like he landed sideways, which I feel he should have flattened out a little bit more, but to a guy that's not what he does. Take a bump and stuff like that. It just goes to show you how much Paul is invested into this Bloodline story, so big UPS to Paul. It remains to be seen how long Heyman is expected to be sidelined. The WWE Universe could expect him to return alongside Roman Reigns. In the dimly lit backstage area of a WWE event, Paul Heyman sat alone, nursing his wounds, both physical and metaphorical. It had been weeks since the Bloodline, his former allies and now sworn enemies, had orchestrated a brutal attack that left him broken and betrayed. Heyman, known for his cunning mind and silver tongue, had never expected such a vicious turn from Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and his cohorts. Yet, as he sat in the shadows, a plan began to form, a plan not just for survival, but for revenge. Solo Sikoa, a rising star in the WWE, had unwittingly become entangled in the chaos surrounding the Bloodline. A young and promising talent, Sikoa had caught Heyman's eye long before the betrayal. Heyman saw in Sikoa the raw potential, the untamed energy that could be shaped into something greater. Now, as Heyman plotted his next move, he knew that Sikoa held the key to dismantling the Bloodline from within. Weeks passed, and Heyman meticulously laid the groundwork. He reached out to Sikoa discreetly, offering guidance and mentorship under the guise of a seasoned advisor. Sikoa, hungry for success and wary of the politics of the WWE, cautiously accepted Heyman's offer. Their alliance remained a secret, hidden from prying eyes and the ever-watchful gaze of the Bloodline. Meanwhile, tensions within the Bloodline simmered. Roman Reigns, confident in his dominion over the WWE landscape, grew complacent. He believed Heyman to be vanquished, a mistake that would soon come back to haunt him. Heyman exploited this arrogance, feeding information to Sikoa about Reigns' weaknesses and the fractures within the Bloodline's unity. Sikoa, eager to prove himself and fueled by Heyman's teachings, honed his skills both in and out of the ring. The stage was set for a confrontation unlike any other. As a major pay-per-view event loomed large, tensions between the Bloodline and their adversaries reached a boiling point. Heyman, hidden in the shadows once more, watched as Sikoa stepped into the ring to face a formidable opponent, one handpicked by Reigns himself. The match was intense, a clash of wills and strategies. Sikoa, guided by Heyman's wisdom, emerged victorious, sending shockwaves through the WWE Universe. After the match, Heyman emerged from the darkness, a calculated smirk playing on his lips. He extended a hand to Sikoa, who hesitated for only a moment before clasping it firmly. The message was clear: together, they could change the course of WWE history. Heyman's plan had worked flawlessly. The Bloodline, once untouchable, now faced dissent from within their ranks. In the following weeks, Heyman and Sikoa continued to sow seeds of discord. Heyman's influence extended beyond mere mentorship; it became a symbol of rebellion against the status quo. The WWE landscape shifted, alliances formed and shattered, and the Bloodline found themselves besieged from all sides. Reigns, infuriated by Heyman's resilience, underestimated the bond forged between Heyman and Sikoa, a bond built on mutual respect and a shared desire for justice. As the rivalry escalated, Heyman's past alliances and betrayals came full circle. He had once stood by Reigns' side, whispering advice and manipulating outcomes to further their shared goals. Now, he stood against him, a formidable adversary driven by a desire to reclaim his pride and reshape the WWE in his own image. In a climactic showdown at the WWE's flagship event, Heyman confronted Reigns face-to-face. The atmosphere crackled with tension as words turned to blows, each move calculated and precise. Heyman, fueled by years of experience and a thirst for redemption, faced off against Reigns, the self-proclaimed tribal chief. The match was a battle of wills, a clash that resonated with the weight of their shared history. In the end, Heyman emerged victorious, not just in the ring but in the hearts and minds of the WWE Universe. His journey from ally to adversary had come full circle, a testament to the ever-shifting dynamics of power and loyalty within the world of professional wrestling. As Heyman stood triumphant, Sikoa by his side, he knew that their story was far from over. The legacy of the Bloodline had been forever altered, and Heyman's message to Sikoa echoed through the annals of WWE history, a message of resilience, redemption, and the enduring power of alliances forged in the crucible of adversity.